So I was picking up my comic books over at the local comic shop, Pulp 716. They had this at the counter today. It's not a toy. It's a letter opener fashioned to look like Grimlock's sword as he's carried for so many years. I got it home with no real idea of what to do with it, but in true nerd fashion, I need to find out if it works for anything at all. The handle doesn't look like the standard size for a figure. I doubt it'll fit directly in the hand. But can I make it look some kind of way, posability-wise, for a display? So, I figured I would grab a Grimlock and find out. Maybe I should start with a bigger Grimlock. The sword itself is fairly heavy. It's got some weight to it. I think it's made of metal. The handle is definitely bigger than the 3.5 or 3 millimeter hole that they use for fists grabbing weapons. So that is probably not going to fit in any type of fist regularly. But the weight itself might cause a problem in terms of poses. So even if I manage to get it on something some kind of way, this thing could just bring it all right over. So I figured I would start with the big man. Leader Class Grimlock, studio series from 1986 movie. He is big. He is thick as a brick, as much chunk as you got. Let's see if he can take it. It definitely doesn't fit in his fists. I thought that maybe I could use what eventually becomes Grimlock's dinosaur feet to clasp around the sword, but that looks really stupid. That looks a little better. Not that long ago, IDW published a King Grimlock mini-series where he went a little bit more primal on a primitive planet, buried the sword in the ground a couple times, looking BA as always. That's better, but it's still a tenuous grasp on a pose. If a truck drives down the street and shakes the house even a little bit, that is coming down. Man, he is a big Dinobot, and that's still not big enough? I need a bigger Dinobot than Leader Class. How am I going to get a bigger Dinobot? Right. Bigger. Right then. Here we go. A few years back, they debuted a new gimmick for the Dinobots. Grimlock can combine with the other 4 Dinobots into Volcanicus. That's about as big a Dinobot as you were gonna get. And is angry, too. I don't think I can get the camera to pick it up. No, I gotta get a better light in here. But this guy's got teeth. He's angry about it. He's got teeth, he's a Dinobot, and he's angry about the whole ordeal. Let's see if he can hold this thing. Eureka. He did it. That's what it took. The combiner fists can hold it, sort of. It fits in the display, kind of. It's crooked some. Sometimes, when you need a big fist to hold a big sword and your fist isn't big enough, you need to get a bigger fist. So that's what we did. We got this big nasty fist with the claws on it, holding this large metal weapon for the display. I might try and see if I can leave this one in there. The sword that he had in there previously was lesser. It didn't really fit the whole big man a-comin' motif that he's got going on. Anyway, so if you find this letter opener out in the wild, wondering if you can do something with it, the answer is kind of.